Oi, oi, dear ones. How are these hotter days treating you? What kind of effect is this having in your mind, in your emotions, in your physical body? I just posted a little survey of sorts about that, and I got a few answers that I'd like to share with you all. Rosemary shared that she has been doing the Shiktari breath, the cooling breath, to assist her in staying cool during this hotter part of the summer season. Johnny G shared that he's using these cooling towels over his skin, and surprisingly to him, that's been having a good effect. Maureen Mukchima has shared that staying near water or in water is making a difference for her. Yes. And here where we are, there's an abundance of water, so we are so fortunate to have such easy access. She also brought up the eating more cooling foods. And then that brings up Geneva, who shared a very special salad dressing with yogurt and mint and cucumbers. And I'd like to expand a little bit more about these things that we ingest under the impression that they are having a cooling effect, because maybe immediately they are, although mint and cucumber and the recipe that Geneva shared absolutely does not only have that immediate cooling effect, but also the long-term cooling effect, which is so important right now to maintain greater ease. But what I wanted to bring up is that something like, oh, I feel very hot, let me have an ice cold drink with my meal. Well, there's repercussions there, because what that ice cold drink is doing, especially if you have it during your meal time, is it's putting out your digestive fire. So you're better off having a fennel tea, for example, before and after your meals. Because although the tea may be a warming, when it comes into the system, you may think, well, this is not cooling me, but shortly after you discover that it does, because that spice happens to have a cooling effect, which brings up what kinds of spices are you adding to your foods these days. A lot of the spices that we cook with have a heating nature. So this time of year, it's important that we shift from the shelf, the spices that have the cooling nature, to the front. So they are more readily available. So they are the ones that you're experimenting with in your cooking. Cumin, coriander, as I mentioned, fennel, chrysanthemum, not really a spice, but something that you can add as a tea. So are things for you to experiment with and see the effect that they have on how your system feels. And also the oils, the types of oils that you use for cooking. Coconut oil will have an instant cooling effect. And those of you who use oil in your body, as Ayurveda would highly suggest that you do, that you shift to a coconut oil base during this time of year. So then, so with these few little things that we do, I'd like to continue the conversation. Please pitch in. What are some of the things that you're discovering that really do assist with cooling your system? And also, I'd like to, just before we wrap this up, bring up the element of the mind and the impact that the mind has on our physiology. So if you feel that the body is overheated, perhaps it's a good moment for you to consider, is my mind, or the things that I'm investing in, fully charged with intensity? And if so, can you during this month or so soften a little bit more, shift more to a playful mode, go on vacation, play with the kids a little bit more, right? Everything in our environment is inviting us to do that. And then notice the effect that that has on the quality of your life. Instead of feeling burned out, right, which excess heat will do, or completely depleted in your energy system, which excess heat will do, you can maintain this easy flow even during the heating times. So consider this. Let's keep this conversation going for another month or so. And yeah, use these opportunities of the environment to assist you in cooling off your system, but not just for the purpose of cooling off the system, which was going to be immediately gratifying, but to understanding how to restore balance in general, which Ayurveda reminds us there's a law of nature that says opposite qualities, meaning in this case hot and cold, balance one another. Like qualities, meaning hot, add to the hot, spicy, heating herbs, add to the hot intensity, those things will inflame the heat and take you further out of balance. So, all right, take all of this into consideration and then just apply one little thing for the coming week and let me know how it goes. Namaste.